everybody. Welcome. Thank you for joining us on this week's podcast in the EN chat room. We have a very special episode because we're going to be debating a little bit about topics close to our hearts. But more importantly, the question of the day is, does a game need a plot for it to be enjoyable? Logging in today is Axel.
Logging in today's Chips.
Logging in today's Killer.
All right, so the task I send everybody out on, and I'll put myself on as well, is to find a game. We'll find games that the plot kind of don't make a lot of sense. And we're going to have to kind of like debate whether that does take away or it doesn't take away from the gameplay. So I'm going to let y'all have at it first. So, Chip, what's your first one up?
Advent Rising.
Okay. Should I have prefaced it with games people remember?
Okay. Well,
it's cool. No,
I got an alternate.
Okay. I was gonna say because who go? Come on, man. Advent Rising.
You asked. That was one that came to
Wait, I will still look it up. I'm looking it up.
I got another. Metal Gear Solid Ride and Revenge.
Now, why that one in particular? I would have threw in all the Metal Gear Solid games.
Well, all Metal Gear Solid. Actually, this one's less like any other Metal Gear Solid game that ever was created, even the plot-wise. Every Metal Gear Solid's plot is interchangeable. Wash and repeat. Rinse and repeat. But that one's plot is a lot different than any other Metal Gear Solid.
It is, but that one in particular, I can tell you for a fact. Because that's one only beat two Metal Gear Solid games, and that one barely counts as a Metal Gear Solid game. I beat the shit out that game.
But as far as the plot, the theory was
exactly. And that one, I can tell you for a fact that plot does not matter at all. All I remember is a robot ninja, me being Raiden. Is his name Raiden? Right. Go around killing people. The hardest boss fight to me was the other swordsman guy. It was like a samurai or something.
Yeah, I think his type was Samurai Sam. I think his name was.
No, fuck if I know. I just know he was the hardest boss in the game. And the politician at the end with the metal arms and stuff. That's the last thing I remember. That's all I remember the game. I don't remember the other bosses.
Yeah. So,
but it was a blast to play.
Does the plot take away from the game?
No, the plot does not take away from that game, from that Metal Gear Solid game. I can't speak for the rest of them because, like I said, I haven't played them. But I will say I've been hesitant to play other Metal Gear Solid games because I only wanted to play as Snake. That's why I didn't really want to play 2 because they do the switch out.
Yeah, switch. Yeah.
And then when they got to 4, 1 I didn't have a PS3, and 2 he was an old man, and I was confused what was going on. So that also made me not want to play 4. And then Snake Eater's not him. Phantom Pain's not him. So I was just confused about a lot of that. I would say the plot of who and where, whatever Snake was been doing, kind of took me out of wanting to play it. You know?
Yeah.
Try to keep up with
it. Made your brain hurt.
Well, not make my brain hurt. I wasn't really interested in what was going on because I'm like, okay. Like, it's not Snake. I don't know what's going on.
You said you just didn't know what was going on, so that means you were
I didn't know what was going on.
Okay, time brain. All right, but okay.
It's confusing. Okay, can you explain to me what's going on?
No need to explain to somebody that never seen. So what's the point of explaining? That's like talking to a wall. Everything said that you're gonna bounce right off.
I see. You're assuming I'm gonna be so stubborn. I'm not gonna want to listen. I really want to know what's going on.
Chip,
Chip, can you explain what's going on in Metal Gear games?
Okay, so really, in the deeper plot, it's actually broken down to like 4 or 5 different things. They call it Mean, Gene, and the other one. Anyway, the plot is it's like country sovereignty. So. And when I say it's rinse and repeat, they literally take the plot from Metal Gear, the first one, and it's the same one all the way down to Metal Gear 4, where the soldiers wanted. If the soldiers feel that they're strong enough, they should be in charge. And Killer, tell me if I'm wrong here, but the guy Big Boss, who we thought was dead but never really was, he in Metal Gear 3, which was the beginning of this whole journey, he saw how corrupt and how weak the governments were, and he wanted to create a sovereign nation unto itself, where the soldiers are the ones that dictate policy rather than
politicians,
corrupt politicians.
Okay, pause at that point. So
you see, he getting freeze.
I'm trying to get clarifications, Killer. Down. Well, Killer, we can't all be as smart as you. Okay, so
smart. You about to go brain dead. Look at you.
So Metal Gear Solid 3 takes place before the prequel Metal Gear games.
Yeah, before any of them.
Because you said Metal Gear on the old systems before it got to Metal Gear Solid. Those were all Snake, and Snake Eater happens before that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I wanted to fucking know, Killer. Continue, Chuck.
So in Metal Gear 3, Snake Eater, the world superpowers were about to go head to head. Russia and America were about to go head to head because it looked like America had launched a nuke in Russian sovereign territory with a character known as the Boss, who was Snake's mentor. She was like the scapegoat that they used, and she was actually trying to infiltrate this organization to take it down. But because she was the scapegoat, she knew that she had to be sacrificed. Snake at the time didn't want to do it because he was in love with her and whatnot, and because after he had to kill her and commit that, for the country and the good of America or whatever.
He better kill her after she took his eye.
I mean, he was like, I'm done. Like, I can't, like, so that's when he started his journey to become the big boss. Okay. And then the whole time as Solid Snake, you're fighting against your genetic father to stop this from happening.
But that's not, he's a clone, right? Both of Snake and Liquid, Solid and Liquid are clones, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't go with clone. I would go more like genetic, kind of like how Terry McGinnis, Terry McGinnis is Bruce Wayne's clone.
Now hold on that one. Now hold on, because I remember that one thing. I do remember the Snake game I played was that Solid Snake was supposedly the one that had all the dominant genes, and Liquid was all the recessive genes. It was like they were the best version and the worst version, and then it turns out in reality it was switched, and Solid Snake was actually the one with all the inferior recessive recessive genes, and Liquid was the one with the dominant genes, which is why, hold on, I remember this, is why Liquid's hand got put on Revolver Ocelot and overrode his whole body. Even though it was Ocelot's body, it was actually Liquid Snake taking control of it. Right?
Technically, that ain't even right. Yeah, but
shit.
You're right. No, what you understand is correct, but the Metal Gear Solid made it so complicated on that.
Yeah. Oh.
So technically, you would be right, but technically, you will also be wrong.
I'm like, that's the little bit I gleaned from all that stuff. Well, what just happened? I heard a boom boom. Hold on a second. Everything's still going?
Yeah, we're still here.
I don't know what that blue was, but something just disconnected. All right, we're not gonna worry about it. Okay, we still rolling. Let's keep rolling.
So I would say, but the point is, I would say, as far as the Metal Gear Solid menagerie, the only thing that saves writing for me is the gameplay, and the plot itself is like.
Oh, so you're saying that all the other Metal Gears are good, just that one caveat, which I say it don't matter.
No, because they try to do more than what the story was about.
Like every Metal Gear, I feel like I'm watching an anime when I play it. This Metal Gear with Raiden, I feel like more I'm playing as an anime character, but I give very little about the story. Like I could care less. And it's the power fantasy of being the cyborg. I didn't go lie. When I saw Metal Gear and I saw that cyborg ninja in the first game, I was like, I want to be that character.
Yeah,
let me be that guy.
Gray Fox, right?
Yeah, like I want to be that.
But we do. We do become not Gray Fox, but a cyborg ninja.
Right, because he played as Raiden, and he became a cyborg ninja in the fourth Metal Gear Solid.
When Tech was an old man.
And then saw that, and I was like, why can't we play as him now? Like, why? I want to be him. And then they finally gave that to us, and I was like, I can care less about the story. I really didn't care. I didn't care.
Then they cut off his arm.
To play. Especially when you can just Zendatsu all these people, like you pull out you do a death move and you pull out their spine and shit. That was dope. I'm sorry.
So let me ask you what you think a game. Obviously, I'm not gonna reference any game where it's all plot and nothing else matters, like a Telltale game or Until Dawn, where it's not a whole lot of
Conquer Bad Friday.
I was gonna ask you what he has an idea of a really good story. Oh, see, I thought. I'm sorry, I wasn't clear on the get you really bad.
No. I would say because there's a lot of stuff that
you've all people I know are lore centric, so you know your lore. You know when you like something to be, So, what you got?
You know what? Where it's kind of a mindless plot, but I still like it, and I still like the gameplay. Doom Eternal.
64.
For me,
I would put all Dooms in the same category. I wouldn't say they were very, because they all just a bunch of. I wouldn't say it was really about the plot, but I mean, hey, that's that was y'all choice, Okay, you think Doom even above Halo? I mean, I thought you would say Halo.
Okay, the current back out of Halo, like if you're gonna do it, you need to separate two Halo versions.
I was just about to say that. Some of those games don't count, right?
Bungie's Halo, right?
Yes.
Bungie's Halo. Okay,
I
would say Bungie's Halo versus 343 Halo is a 2. But yeah, I think Halo was a pretty good story. Okay, I'm sorry. So, but you said Doom Eternal and Doom 64. What's the difference between? Is that not the same person?
It's the same person. It's the same character.
In Doom 64 ended, he went to sleep and then woke up for Doom 2016.
I think so. Yeah,
I didn't beat Doom 64, so I wouldn't tell you. All right, Killer, you on deck. What you got? What is your game that it is not the story not making sense? Does not impede? Was it Conker's Bad Fur Day?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Okay. Yeah,
it's 64 game. Yeah.
I was gonna put.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I was gonna put. Because I got the two classics. Okay, so. Why doesn't gameplay matter? Like, why doesn't the story matter as far as that goes? Like, it's just a fun game, and it don't matter what's going on.
Yeah, and that too, and how what's the word I'm looking for? Explicit it was, even though it didn't really had nothing to do with the story. It just seemed like they wanted to do that just to do that. How can I explain it?
It was just for the jokes. It was funny.
Yeah.
Kind of.
I am the great pool.
Well, also it had nudity and stuff and sexual stuff in it.
Yeah, but it had shit and what you post, deal with. But yeah.
It was edgy for its time. I'll give it that.
Yeah, that's true. It was very edgy for its time.
Unless you play what's the dude's name? That white dude. No.
Larry.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
I ain't played that. That was an old computer game, wasn't it?
No, that was on PlayStation.
Oh, I didn't know that. I had a PlayStation version. All right, Killer. So, what's a game where you think the story is amazeballs?
Amazing. I play so many. Mm. Shit, I really don't know. Yeah, I know. I can say I like the story more than the gameplay.
Yeah, like you like the story and the contextualization of the story like inspires you more for the gameplay. Like you really feel like you in it when you playing it because of the story around it. You know what I'm saying? Like it wouldn't be the same if the story wasn't there for that game, I should say. I got a bunch of examples for me. That's why I don't want y'all to go first because I got a bunch of examples for me. Like without the context of Legend of Zelda, that's not one of mine, but I just feel like
No, I don't like this story either.
I'm just saying, like without the whole knight saving the princess context, I feel like a lot of people would. It's just
they're just a Super Mario Brothers, and that stuff.
Now, see, that's why I was gonna go with that with mine. Is that's a game where the story doesn't matter. Mario, the story does not matter in Mario. It's just fun to play, jump around on people, throw the turtle shells. It don't matter if we say the princess or not, because half the time, I mean,
she know I'm gonna get caught again.
Right, and I mean it's always the same thing, and it's always fun to get the power.
That's why I can't think of it. I played so many crazy ass games. I got a good one.
What's that?
I just thought about it.
What's that? Oh God. What is it, killer? Come on. The ominous laughter though.
Yeah, I forgot that already. No. Dark. Damn. What?
Oh, don't talk about that. Dragon Day Killer. I'm moving on from you. I'm about to go because I ain't got time to play with you. You trolling now. You trolling. Was it Dark Alliance?
Yeah, oh. Dark Alliance. Yeah, it was.
Was it Dark Alliance?
Oh God.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Wasn't that Mortal Kombat Dark Alliance too? There was also Mortal Kombat.
No, it's Dark Deception. Well, Deception, but it was real Dark.
No,
Deception,
you're right.
But...
It was Dark. It was Deadly Alliance from
Deadly. Yeah,
Dark Alliance was okay.
But the Deception, it was gonna be Dark Deception, but they took the Dark out.
So it was Dark because those were the two games that came out when you changed
the name. That was one of the names they had for it, but yeah.
Yeah, those are two games you can change your fight style, right? Me and fight, like you change different.
To my Alliance and Deception. I think so. Yeah.
And then melee weapon.
Yeah, everybody had a melee weapon. Oh man,
yeah.
God, Mortal Kombat. Experiment.
You got them. Yeah. They still went better than Mortal Kombat. Gold. My Way 4.
No,
the one. What you talking about? 64 when they had the weapon in the middle.
I said they weren't better than. They weren't better. I
was just about to say he had the weapon in the middle. You swing it and the person come hit the screen. I wish they bring that back.
Well, I just like the amount of characters in the gold version. That's all that really matters.
It had more than Trilogy. Trilogy was the shit.
Exactly. Yeah, I was saying Gold and Trilogy had a lot of characters. That's all I cared about. Really was like, because I feel like, especially Deadly Alliance didn't have a lot of people. It was like 13 or 14 people. That was like it. And that was before DLC was a thing.
Hold on, that's the time when Liu Kang died.
Yeah, Liu Kang was dead, and you gonna lock him in the crypt. He was a zombie. I hated that shit.
He was still cold.
He was, but he was dead, man. I like playing with a zombie. Anyway, not important.
Look what happened then. 10 years later.
He died now.
10 years later, we got a whole bunch of zombie games.
Oh yeah, but he's a god now, so it doesn't matter. But my game is Mario, and this is my explanation of why story doesn't matter with Mario. Look at what happened to Sonic. See, Mario is fine in the context of I don't know how this human plumber got here.
What is on the stores? Oh wait, never mind. I just thought
one? Which one? Exactly.
Hold on, what are you talking about?
With Sonic?
Then they all. What's the point? We're supposed to get the Chaos Emeralds.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Like, it depends on which Sonic you're talking about. Because I was talking to Daphne about.
No, I'm saying all of them. The only one that I can say that like the story was kind of was different was Sonic Adventure 2. The ones you can get your
Nope.
No. Well, now in Shadow, you can have your what's the name of those little childs or whatever their little
Child.
things called.
The
The
child.
who?
You got it right. The child.
Child. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you can make them good or bad depending on how you feed them and do whatever.
I never did that. I never
Oh,
participated
for
in
real?
part of it.
Oh.
No, I didn't because I didn't know what to do.
Oh.
And I was like, you know what? This is not me running around. I don't care what happens to this damn thing. But them trying to make Sonic like something took away from Sonic to me. Like that took away the fun of Sonic. Because him being like, so in the old games, it seems like it's a bunch of animals around and Robotnik's the only human messing with them, right? But then you get to Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2 and Sonic 06 and Shadow the
Everybody
Hedgehog.
they came out the woodworks and shit.
It's just like everybody's human. And Sonic and his pals are the only animals around, and it looks really weird. So it's like
okay.
it doesn't make sense to me.
But hold on, you gotta think about it. They did come from another planet, then land on Earth. So,
but that's what they say in the movie. But in the games, they never explain that. They just make it seem like these talking animals that are brightly colored are completely fucking normal.
And they knew who he was too.
And they know who Sonic is. Sonic is go Sonic. What the fuck?
One is like years. They he always been there or something like that before.
Well, yeah, they imply that in the games, but like we don't.
We never saw.
Are you saying the old? Right? Are you saying old Sonic, the Hedgehog games count in? Where were the people? Like it's just.
I think the old ones don't count because it didn't have them. So it was like a damn pinball machine.
Exactly. And those were fun. We liked it. It was simple.
Let's be honest. The Sega games didn't reveal much plot, and the only time we had a Sonic plot was the cartoon show that came on
Saturdays.
Yeah, the adaptations, but it doesn't
6 o'clock in the morning. Believe me, I know.
Yeah.
But Sonic is just they were trying to get too serious with this blue hedgehog, and I think that ruined Sonic for me anyway. For me, it kind of ruined it. All this stuff with the werehog and him time traveling with his other younger self and stuff, and it's like, what the fuck is going on? Sonic, not Sonic Heroes. What's that game called? Where you can create your own character, Sonic.
Create your own character.
Yeah,
it was a guy. Oh.
Yeah, Sonic. What's it called, Chip? You know what I'm talking about? Sonic.
Wait a minute. You can. I really don't know what
create your own character.
It came out after Sonic Mania.
Sonic Mania. Okay.
It came out after Sonic Mania. Sonic.
Look, I ain't played that one then.
On this one, bro.
Shit, create character. No shit. What game is it?
Oh,
what game? Sonic Forces.
Oh no, I ain't played that one.
Oh yeah, nah. That came out after Sonic Mania, but it was like, what is happening? So I think that is an example of a game adding plot and trying to make it more complicated and serious, and it ruined the franchise. To me, that's my opinion. Another example where the gameplay does not fucking matter, and I enjoy the hell out of it. Kingdom Hearts. The story is fucking incomprehensible. Even if you think about it, it makes no fucking sense. But I love it anyway. I don't know why, but I can tell you for a fact that the plot is everywhere.
Shit, I seen Disney. I damn near threw it.
Oh, come on, man. Don't do that. I like Disney stuff. Oh, whatever. We both was excited for Kingdom Hearts when we were younger. Don't play them. Yeah. Try to be cool in front of Killer. Excited about Kingdom Hearts.
Hold on. I never invested that much into Kingdom Hearts as you did. I never did. Like, I didn't have the patience for Kingdom Hearts.
Whatever.
But as far as Disney, I was on board. Let me get real. Let me be honest. I was on board with Disney. As time passed, I'm kind of like, please stop.
I was going to say, Chip, because don't act like I had to bust you out about what you sang for your graduation from middle school. Uh-huh.
I never sang it, though. I never sang it.
You did sing that for your middle school graduation.
No, I didn't.
What song?
It don't matter. I'm not going to tell you. Let's tell you. I'm not going to.
I can go the distance.
I'm not. Okay, there you go. The song Hercules.
Yeah.
Talking about the cartoon show?
Yeah, the cartoon movie. Yeah.
I never sang it, though. I never sang it for my class.
I remember you was practicing for it. I think you sang it. I think you sang it though. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like you sang it.
I didn't.
I was at your graduation. You have to call mama. You have to call mama.
I never sang it for my graduation.
All right, man. Okay, bro. Whatever you say, man. I'll let you have it. All right, you didn't sing it, but you was practicing for it. It was very Disney movie for anyway. Yeah, but Kingdom Hearts definitely the plot. It makes no fucking sense at all. But I love the franchise. I have every game. I have a Keyblade on my wall. I got posters and stuff. Like, I like Kingdom Hearts. I can tell you right now, though, it makes no fucking sense. Now, my example of great storytelling, this is probably going to piss Killer off. That's why I want to save for last, because this is going to be the debate part. Perfect storytelling, the original Prince of Persia trilogy.
I knew you were going to do it.
It was 3 games, so that bullshit?
Yeah, it was 3 fucking games that bullshit. Prince of Persia says the time. Prince of Persia, War Within, Prince of Persia, the Two Thrones.
What was dude's name?
They didn't have a game name. It was just the Prince of Persia.
God damn.
He didn't give a name.
Shit, they fucked up already.
Why he gotta have a name?
What you mean? Don't Eric character got a name?
Okay, Killer. What's the Doom guy name?
Yeah, I don't know. I ain't never been there with. I don't know. I don't know. I know he got a name. He got a name. I know he got a name. I know he got a name.
What's the Doom guy name?
Shit, I don't know. I mean, you want me to look it up?
Doom guy's name is his first name escapes me, but his last name is Blazkowicz. He is related. He's loosely related to the character from.
Oh, don't you say that dude from Wolfenstein? Are you fucking serious?
It is. It is confirmed that he's related to Blazkowicz.
Anyway, Prince of Persia was a perfect storytelling. Prince of Persia, Sands of Time, War Within, and Two Thrones. Now, I feel like how they handled the time travel story stuff was really well done for somebody who loves time traveling stories. I think that was well done, and I'm really excited about the new one coming out and see where they're supposed to fall in line with everything with the Prince of Persia.
You gonna know his name?
He don't. Does he have a name? Did you look it up? Does he have a name?
Who you talking about for Doom? Hold on, yeah, look it up.
He already told me Doom got a name. He said it was KC Blazkowicz.
Oh no, you talking about the black man on Prince of Persia? Oh no, he don't got no name. His name probably be Umbach.
He got no name. Prince of Persia name. There's no name. Prince of Persia name. He got a name in the movie. It was Destin, whatever. But
so he was a white man in the movie.
Well, I mean, he was played by Jake Gyllenhaal, but
played by Jake Gyllenhaal, yes. Disney's
not everybody can be.
I told you I can put him black film making money. But,
not all characters can be as culture diverse as the Assassin's Creed characters. Killer. Yeah, so he's 86.
Okay, you got them. It was more than one assassin, but okay.
I mean, how many of them white though?
You talking about that we played? Yeah. Down there, all of them except for 3 Origins. What's it? Syndicate?
I give you the first one. The first one was Middle Eastern. I give you the first one. But you didn't have Odyssey. You didn't have Valhalla. You didn't have the four that was going around with
the one that's coming up. That's a POC.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just saying though, it's a lot.
I mean, did they abandon their current time, like the present?
Nah, they're going back now on this one.
Oh, they're going back, but before this new game coming out, they kind of gave up on the following the person in the future.
No, it was a 3, and they decided to do RPG, and that was Origin, Odyssey, and Valhalla. Those the only 3 that got the RPG, and they got the big ass worlds and shit. That's why everybody starting getting tired of it, because the world's so big and you had so much shit to do.
Yeah, they just keep cranking them out, and you can't really 100% it and enjoy the game because you got another one coming out in another 3 years. What about Black Flag? Black Flag was like the old game still.
Probably. Yeah, but you'll just I don't see a lot.
So who are you assassinating in Black Flag?
Really, you the mainly a pirate, so you just taking over. Not taking over, but well, shit. What I was doing? I think it was destroying ships.
Yeah, like you just being a pirate taking out other pirates, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I might get it a go. I might give Black Flag a go. I like pirates. And they say it was more of a pirate game than it was an Assassin's Creed game anyway. So
Yeah.
I might get it a go. I do like pirates.
Cause you I don't see a lot, so yeah.
Yeah, y'all motherfuckers never gonna play Sea of Thieves, so
Don't say yeah.
Well, I mean, I know we go in there, killer. We gonna get ransacked by a group of 4 people.
We can't even drive the boat with 2 people.
Well, you can get the small boat for 2 people, but that small
Shit, that's
boat
not gonna last.
Yeah, exactly. I'm saying it's gonna get eaten up by the Kraken through 2 or 3 minutes out in the sea. Oh, but yeah, Why Prince of Persia to me is my favorite, and I think it's perfect storytelling because it's the beginning. You know, he's all innocent, and the gameplay that is pretty. I won't say conservative, but it wasn't as violent. The second game, the man's been on the run. He's changed. I mean, even the small like detail of like when you reverse time while the Haka's talking to you, and he sounds
bad thing going out there.
He sounds garbled when you're going forward, but when you're reversing while he's talking, it's a complete sentence, and you can understand what he's saying. Man, that
was
fucking
pretty
game.
good game mechanic.
That man, y'all can say what y'all. You can say all that shit you want about Assassin's Creed, but that shit right there, man, that's a game where in context, if I didn't have the context of what was going on, like for example, what's that game? It's a few games I played. It was like Prince of Persia, where I feel like it was like a Metroidvania kind of open world platform.
Oh, you talking about that?
No, it's a new game. The new game came out, but the League of Legends guy, Convergence, and it kind of reminds me of Prince of Persia, where it's supposed to be like a Metroidvania, going back and forth, platforming, wall running and jumping. But I'm not feeling it. I mean, time travel's involved. He can slow down and reverse time. I'm just not feeling it because the storytelling of Prince of Persia was that.
Yeah, all the shit is number that in Assassin's Creed.
Well, I mean, yeah. But I like it. That's one of my favorite Disney movies, so that's probably why I like Prince of Persia so much. Get again back to Disney. Yeah, that tracks. That tracks. Yeah. But yeah, and then the third game was supposed to bring back the villains from the older game.
I can't believe there were 3 of them.
It was more than 3, killer. And what happened was they changed the formula up in the 4th game, and that's what killed it. They changed it up. They literally could have released that game and called it whatever the fuck they wanted to do, call it, because it had nothing to do with the Prince of Persia as established by any of the old games.
So the one that's coming out right now, what you compared to the last one? What? I mean, not like the first 2. Compared to the first 2.
I am excited because we're back to the Prince that we know. The Prince that was in the other game wasn't the same Prince. We don't know who the fuck he was. He wasn't really a prince. He was just some hobo in the desert. Like he wasn't. He was like a smuggler.
Oh, so you being racist now?
How he racist? How about racist saying he was homeless?
I don't know. I just feel like saying something.
He didn't have a home. He didn't have a land. Like he wasn't of Persia. Like it didn't make any sense. Anyway, no, I feel like the new one coming out is back to form. Like we're back to it's a side-scrolling adventure, but I feel like we're going back to the Prince character because he looked like a person of color. He's wearing kind of like the same outfit from Sands of Time. I just want to know if this is a reboot or is it a continuation of the story? Or
no, to me, I think it's a whole different story.
Well, that's fine.
And they add little flares so that is it any time travel up in that game?
The new one or the old one?
Yeah,
They said the new one, the person who's gonna have the time travel ability is not gonna be you. It's gonna be a bad guy. So you gotta fight somebody who has the ability to reverse time. Which
then what you get the power at the end?
I don't know. We haven't played the game. It ain't even out yet, man.
You can really tell the plot how it is, but yeah.
I don't know. I mean, they haven't revealed anything that shows he has the power of reversing time. They just show him he having the power of Well, I mean, like conjuring, like bringing up like finishing moves and stuff. But I don't know. I haven't seen anything where he shows he has the reverse time power or whatever. I don't know. I'm excited. I'm just excited because of the Prince of Persia game. It's probably it could be dog water. I'm still gonna be excited because I've been waiting. I've been waiting for this for so long. But other franchises I want to bring up that I thought somebody else was gonna bring up, and we can take a vote whether it's nonsense or not, and does the nonsense matter to the story? Resident Evil. Is that a franchise that you feel like is
which game? Because it
I'm talking
on what game.
I'm talking about no movies, no movies or TV
No, that's what I'm
shows.
talking about. Yeah, depending on what game.
I'm talking about the overall plot of Resident Evil. Does it make sense to you guys?
The whole plot, all the plots that's on each one is about Umbrella.
Most of them, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, does that make sense that Umbrella's doing all this stuff and it's happening to catch?
No, to me, they just show they don't know the fuck they doing. Whoever run this shit, kind of doing what the hell they want to do, and they talking about they gonna stop it. What y'all stopping? It was like y'all just helping.
Because I was asking Daphne, I was like, can't the government just go out war on this one company or something?
Nuke that bitch or something?
I mean, because it's like y'all know who the bad guys are. These people survive. These military and cops and stuff. People you would trust to tell you the truth have survived, and y'all just act like, oh, whatever. Like
we the only two that can only fight. Hell no.
Y'all should be like teaming up with the United Nations to. I mean, I guess that's what the BSAA was, right? It was a chip. It was an organization to
bullshit associate. Okay,
bullshit associates and assholes.
The Biohazard Security. Biohazard Security Assessment Agency. That's the name.
But I'm saying though, that was put together by the United Nations, right?
Technically, yes.
Yeah, see, they put something together, but I'm like, that's not enough people. Because I'm like, y'all keep sending out these troops in like teams of 13. Y'all know how big these monsters are. Put a tank on the ground with, like, stop playing with these people. Y'all be like, oh, we're going to send a squad of 13 people with.
Then they be regular human beings and shit.
And Chris technically created, like, their expertise created the organization, but they work as employees, not like captains, not like, admirals or whatever, like generals. They're just like average regular soldiers in that unit. I'm like,
yeah, because they want to be the ones
that makes no sense to me in that part.
Yeah.
I mean, here you go. Okay, if I create an organization like that, I'm expected to be behind the desk. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, if I gotta get out there and fight, something's a problem. Now, don't get me wrong, the world would have been ended at least 4 or 5 times by now in that world. And another thing is, Resident Evil that makes no sense to me is their endless amount of fucking luck. Come on. I mean, they'll be right in the middle of something and then find a railgun in the middle of the whole thing. I'm like, come on, y'all, really? We're going to find a railgun? That's what we're about Umbrella? We got railguns now?
Right.
I'm like,
then on top of that, they also showing how spread the Umbrella Corporation really is. Because they was in Africa, then they went down in the bayous up in the 7.
Now, to be fair about 7,
what's that Germany up in the what's that for 8?
No, it was just Europe.
Germany.
I would be surprised if they hired like old Nazis or something.
Whoa! But that would, I would actually.
Well, they would make sense.
You know what? That would make sense with the symbol. The symbol would make sense.
Yeah.
Oh man, that would be.
But they ain't finna touch that though.
Oh yeah, that's too political for Capcom. That's way too political for Capcom. Way too political for Capcom. I just never understood why not just, put a tank on the ground. It's an outbreak. Just put a tank on the ground with your best guys in it and be through with it. Stop.
Fuck that. You need some goddamn super soldiers.
No, because that's what Wesker was, right? Wesker was a super soldier.
Pretty much.
Yeah, exactly. He went evil. No, we ain't got time for all that. Just a tank, airstrike. Stop putting people on the ground. I don't really say that because I played through Resident Evil 6 with Chris storyline. Chris and that other guy who I forgot the name of.
Pierce.
Yeah, Pierce. And they went in with a whole squad, and then the whole squad turned into statues or something. They got messed up.
Yeah, they got turned into that cocoon.
Yeah, they had cocoon, and then the only people left was Chris and Pierce, because Pierce was happy to be close to Chris.
Pretty much, you're right.
And then, spoiler alert, anybody who never played Resident Evil 6, it's over, what, how old is that game? Over 10 years old now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so, spoiler alert, Pierce dies at the end. So really, Chris is the only person who survived in his whole squad. And it's like, just stop sending soldiers in on feet.
But now we now it's with the little girl who everybody depending on.
Oh,
the little white girl.
What's called his daughter?
Ethan.
Ethan's daughter. Yeah, Ethan's daughter. I forgot her name. I don't know what the next Resident Evil gonna look like. I'm not excited.
No, they come doing remakes now. They did one. I mean, they didn't remake the first one. They did 2.
Well, technically they did. They remade 1 before they released Resident Evil 4. It was on the GameCube. But I mean, it wasn't like
they did 2 and 3.
Yeah, they did 2 and 3 because technically the remake of 1.
Everybody said 4 is next.
They did 4 already. What you talking about?
I mean, well, see, they let you know I ain't been keeping up, but yeah.
What they need to do is Resident Evil Code Veronica. Yeah, they did not get a fair shake the first time around. I think
everybody don't even want them.
That's why they're not remaking it, but they should, because they can give new life to the a game nobody really want to play before.
No, to me, I think they're gonna get the what's the one that was in Africa? What's that?
Oh God, 5. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I think
they. Resident Evil 5. You. There's a whole nother narrative you got to play on that one now.
I don't want Resident Evil 5 again. That might be too political for Capcom now too.
It's time to go kill black people.
Exactly. Nah, I doubt that one gonna get remade nowadays. I'm trying to think of any other game franchise. Let me look over here. Any other game franchises that don't? Well, I think superhero games. Oh, I'll tell you one. Horizon Zero Dawn. That did not.
What is the plot?
Well, I don't want to spoil it. Well, you ain't gonna play it anyway.
Shit, you spoiling me.
I'm saying what happened. First, I'm gonna say this is a game where the story context really didn't matter. They did not have to explain why they were giant robot dinosaurs running around. They didn't have to explain that at all. That's the first thing I would say. 2. So what happened was they made a bunch of robots to I guess I want to say terraform the Earth. And the idea was that they were going to control the robots and they were going to do whatever they wanted to do. Chip, tell me if I'm wrong or not, because it's been a while since I played the game.
It's been a while for me too.
At some point, there was a certain robot, like a big boss, who became self-aware. He started affecting the other robots to start pretty much killing humans, and the humans couldn't. They couldn't fight it because it was a lot of them, and it was it was going on. It was pretty much became Terminator or the Matrix, whatever you want to say. So the human solution was kind of like an ARC deal. They kind of loaded their DNA into this machine, and they sealed themselves off for a few years. It was gonna be like a few years to I guess it was wait till the robots killed off, whatever like that. And when the pods first started waking up people and making new humans, they came out. There was supposed to be a teaching utensil, a teaching hologram thing to show them who they were, where they came from, and why these things were the way they were. That part failed. There was no teaching them anything. That part broke or whatever. So the humans that came out thought they were the first humans on Earth, and then they started making tribes and all that kind of shit. And they just kind of became tribal with all they knew was metal animals. They didn't know why they were robot animals running around. They didn't know they were called robots. They just thought they were metal, hard-skinned animals they could not eat. That's all they knew. They just took their parts and used it for stuff like weaponry and shit. That's all they knew. And then the main character of the game that we play is she was the lead scientist, just happened to be the lead scientist cloned. So when the computers and stuff, these quote unquote ancient metallic caves or whatever, read her DNA, she could get access that other people couldn't get access to. And that's why she was special.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why she was special. That's why she has that little thing on her head that shows the weak points of the robots, and she's the best one at killing them because she can see exactly where she's supposed to hit them to disable them. Everybody else just know the parts, but she's like, no, I can see it with special vision. That's Aloy. Yeah, that's why Aloy's so special in that world. That's the plot, roughly what I can remember of Horizon Zero Dawn. But they did not have to explain any of that to me for me to enjoy that game. That game was fun. I was just running around, picking up parts, shooting down robot animals. That was fun. That's just fun. Because I'm honestly interacting with the villages and stuff was like my least favorite part of that game. Trying to survive out in the wilderness against giant robots. That was the tits. That was it. That's all I wanted. That's all I needed. Oh, okay. Oh, open the drawer here. Oh, that's one. I didn't even ask you guys about this one. Mortal Kombat.
I was going to mention that.
Does the plot matter to y'all in Mortal Kombat? And I asked both of y'all because these are two sides of the coin. Killer's really good in Mortal Kombat. And Chip, you like the story of Mortal Kombat.
Shut up.
All I said was you like the story of Mortal Kombat. It was like,
okay, I like it.
Together, y'all make quite a formidable force in Mortal Kombat. So, do you think the plot, because this is your reason you didn't like that movie, Chip, because the plot to you wasn't very good, the movie. So, does the plot matter in Mortal Kombat?
For the purpose of the game, like the one-on-one, no. Because you can take those characters and you can make up any match you want to do. But as far as the story, like itself, I enjoy the story. Like I ain't gonna lie, I really enjoy the story. All the little intricate relationships and story beats and fighting among each other and stuff like that. Yes, I love the story. But as far as the does it hurt or does it help or hurt the game? I don't think it hurts the game, and I don't think it helps it in any way. So I don't think it matters in that regard.
Okay. Killer?
Yeah, the same way.
So y'all think the story hurts it or helps it? Either way, it's just
the story it don't have nothing dealing with the gameplay. Because the gameplay is so what's the word I'm looking for? You can basically fight anybody. I understand like if we pick a character, we only go against the same amount of characters.
Right.
Too.
Right, like it's like if somebody pick a good guy, then you're forced to pick nothing but bad guys. That'd be something, yeah. But the fact that you can play against Liu Kang and Katana, when you play against each other, and they're supposed to be in love or whatever, it's like okay, so the story don't really fucking matter. Okay, I get that, yeah. Okay, so here's one. I'm looking at my games right now because I didn't realize we're gonna be done with our game so quickly. Uncharted. That is a game where the content of the story matters because without it. Uncharted is just a generic a third-person cover-based shooter.
Oh, so they just called for something like that. Yeah.
No, I don't know if Just Cause is a cover-based shooter, but Just Cause is way crazier than Uncharted. Just Cause you can fly open period. It's a sandbox game. Uncharted is not a sandbox game. It's a linear. Like you gotta go down this path, shoot these people, kill them. kind of thing. But without the story of where you're going and trying to get the treasure before whoever, that would be a very, very boring experience. Chip, you agree?
So what about Tomb Raider?
Can I be honest with you? I played the Tomb Raider reboot. I never played the original Tomb Raiders.
For real?
I didn't have a PlayStation. Yeah, I didn't play the original Tomb Raiders, and we had a demo of it.
You played Shadow of Tomb?
No, the only Tomb Raider game I played a good deal of was the reboot in 2013. I think that's the year it came out.
What about what's the name of it? Came out 64. What's the name? No, 4 Kids.
4 Kids.
Those on Comedy Central. Damn, I forgot the name of them.
South Park.
Yeah, South Park. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I was trying to avoid things like other franchises that have an adaptation of a video game. Like, that's why I say those superhero stuff. I didn't say Batman. I didn't say Spider-Man. I just all that stuff. This is comic book stuff. But what about Gears of War, Chip? Does the context matter there?
As far as playing the game,
I'm gonna have to go with for me.
Yeah.
Let's see it. Without the context of the story, it's just a generic third-person shooter. It's Winback. it's just Winback.
Yeah, it is. It's like Winback was just trying to be Metal Gear Solid. Like
Winback was trying to be Metal Gear Solid. It just wasn't as good.
Fusion Frenzy.
Who?
Fusion Frenzy.
Okay. Oh, since we did versus games, I'm sorry. We didn't say Street Fighter. Does Street Fighter context matter?
Hell no. It was sad. I always like to say that because I just watched this last night. Like we were watching the Street Fighter animated movie last night.
Oh boy.
No
boy, I know you're disappointed.
Man, and I was like, and I'm watching it, I'm like, it's not as good as I remember it. Like, it's like, damn, all I see is the memes now when I watch it. Like, I don't even. Yeah, the animated movie.
It's not as good anymore.
When I watched it, no, I was sitting there like, me and Tina was trying to watch it, and we fell asleep twice. Like we wound it.
You might say it twice.
I mean, how do we contact for y'all being old though? Like, did they
you know what?
Doesn't that factor into it?
How about the fact I need to be attracted to the story and I wasn't attracted to it? Because I'm like, and we're watching it, and I just told Tina, I say, this is like I feel like I'm watching a live action, like I'm watching an animated music video now. Because this is it. That's the only thing I was attracted to was the music in it, and I didn't care much about any story. I didn't care.
Wow, that's the best movie they got, Chip. Damn.
Yeah, I know.
That's the best one they got, man. Oh, here's one for the ages. Mass Effect.
Oh, come on.
That kind of goes into the Telltale thing, right? The story.
No, because Telltale. Okay, the difference in Mass Effect and a Telltale to me. The difference in Mass Effect and a Telltale to me is that, like if a Telltale, you had to have action sequences. Mass Effect, you can literally just walk into a room and then start a gunfight. Whereas in a Telltale, you have to start the conversation, then a gunfight.
I mean, Telltale would never have a gunfight, but my thing is,
sometimes they'll have parts where you actually engage and your character has to become or do the thing they need to do in order for the next part.
Oh, quick time event.
Yeah, there you go. Quick time. That's what you're looking about. Quick time events. No, Mass Effect has gunfights you can fail at, and you can die from not having enough ammo or not being strong enough RPG wise. So, but my question is, would Mass Effect be as fun without one, the choices being made, leaving lingering effects on the universe?
Nope.
Two,
the story is interesting.
You're a space hero with a crew and stuff. Like without that content, you just going around with cover base shooting people. Would it be just as fun? And the answer is no.
Nope.
So the question is now to cap this off, because I'm about to wrap this up. What would be an ideal game for you? A game where the context of really good story matters, or a game where just the mechanics matter, like Metal Gear Solid Revengeance or Mario, where it's or Mortal Kombat. It's just I enjoy playing this. I could be in. I don't need to know anything about it, or does you need to know what's going on in order to enjoy something? Chip, I already know your answer. Let me guess. The story matters. you gonna need a story for context, right?
Yeah, I need.
Yeah, okay. Killer, what about you? Just the mechanics of the game, or does the story matter to you when you play the game?
I don't know. It probably like 70-30.
Wow.
Gameplay.
You gonna say that?
Well, what's 70?
Yeah, gameplay, then 30 is story.
Okay, yeah, that makes so much sense.
Yeah, see, I'm going to go the other way. I think me is more. I think I just need to play a game that's fun. Like at this point in my life, if I can't pick a game up and immediately start having fun playing it, I'm gonna stop playing. Like I was like, I don't care.
Which is why you struggled through Callisto Protocol. Yeah. He hated the hell out of that game.
I know. I seen the videos. I seen the frustration on his face. Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I
had to smile on my face the whole time.
If you weren't there, Chip, I probably would not have played that game alone. Definitely not. Not because it was scary, because I'm like, this is boring as shit out of me. But making fun of it with you.
They fucked that one up, man. Oh man,
they fucked
man.
See, those are the kind of calls we make on a channel where we should have just went with the other one. You know, we have the head and tail. Like, should we wait for this game or should we play this game now? Because either Callisto Protocol or it was going to be the remake, Dead Space remake, and we should have went with I should have went with Dead Space remake because that was the better game. But it was either head or tail.
Well, you made the right decision on not playing that crime boss and wait on Payday 3.
Who said we don't know?
I had a bad feeling with crime boss. I really did.
You know what the bad feeling was? All the celebrities' faces.
That's weird. That's exactly what I was about to say. Yeah, all these cameos. I'm like, y'all just made a Tarantino video game.
Podcast. Any video game with the celebrity face plastered all over it is not going to be good. We've already established this trend.
With the exception of
Callisto Protocol, Forspoken. That's the only one. That's the right.
Forspoken. What man? That was so much.
Forspoken. That was Callisto Protocol. What am I listening to?
Damn.
Crackdown 3. It's a few of them. Crackdown 3 wasn't bad. It was just the same old Crackdown, but it wasn't getting love like it was supposed to. So yeah,
that coming out with another.
Oh my god, really?
What? Stop! Let some stuff die, people.
Wow.
Let it go.
What? If they come out another one, they got to change the whole mechanics up. How it does. They got to change it up. You got to change the mechanics up.
Just think about it. Why you think Terry went up in the last expendable? He probably
No, I think he's in the newest one.
They swapped him out for 50 cents. They swapped him out for 50 cents.
Ugh. 50 cents.
Turn his gas up in the next expendable.
Ugh.
I'm gonna make myself expendable. I'm gonna die trying.
You was gonna say it. Okay, all right, y'all. So, thank you all for joining us. Please leave a comment below. Name a game that you think the story doesn't matter and you just enjoy anyway. Or leave a game that you feel like is a perfect story and the story matters. All of it matters.
And the gameplay too. Which one you'd rather have, the gameplay?
And which one you'd rather have, gameplay or better story or better gameplay? Or if you disagree with us, leave a comment, but do not dislike. Hit the like button because we made you think about it. So till next time, log it off.
You can dislike it. I'm just gonna go fuck your mom after.
Okay. See you.